well, we can talk about whatever he want to talk about, and then, you know, go back in to the Duke Bootee part of Melle Mel. And nobody knows about the Duke Bootee part.
Okay.
Every time I talk to somebody, and then when you go tell Large Jamal, and he say rap is a white person is a guest in the house of hip hop, then I say, well, then who is Duke Bootee then? Right. So that doesn't apply. We are in the guest of the house of music. Right. Rap music is a guest. The whole goddamn thing. We the guests. We ain't standing next to country, bro. Yeah. And we ain't standing next to opera. We ain't standing next to the other ones, bro. We're guests. You give us our seat, and don't try to kick white people out just because whatever. Because at the end of the day, another scenario I came up with is that they say if white people ain't a guest in the white and hip hop, I say who made the drum machines? I don't know one nigga to make drum machines. Name one. Because Beats by Dre ain't drum machines. You know what I'm saying? That's not Roland. That's not Yamaha. That's not none of this. So for a person to snibby off and say that white people have nothing to do with hip hop, that'll be like you cooking your steak outside in the snow. Then yeah, but no, hip hop wasn't made like that. Everybody played their part. Just because a person don't raise their hand don't mean you don't give still got to give them credit. You know,
true indeed.
And it definitely plays a part all the way around. So now when you see that Mel and all these guys, I'm just saying him because he's in my mind. We got a whole bunch of rappers, but we see that they have understood the power of their voice, and now they can apply it to a Quincy Jones environment. Now they can apply it to the acoustics of the background, being able to show you what Melle Mel and them was talking about. You know, because we had to visualize.
Yes, sir.
The child is born with no state of mind. What if that was put together, the movie, the message, you know what I'm saying? And then knowing that the story is actually being told by a white guy. Who would have thought of that? But yes, it is. This is what made Melle Mel take off, because he was a feature on that song. And they didn't want Grandmaster Flash. They wanted Melle Mel.
Yeah, from what I think I heard, I think they didn't even want to do the song or something like that.
What did he say? What did he say? Jinxologies. Well, yes, no, they didn't. They wanted. I know Mel is a good friend of mine, and man, one time I sat with him from maybe 9 o'clock at night to 10 in the morning, man, and just tell me what you know. I'll absorb anything you tell me. Tell me what you know. Who the fuck made up Ho? Who made up made up the ladies? Yes, y'all. Why? What? So Melle Mel goes in to tell me that everybody that started doing hip hop at that time had a signature sound. So everybody, so one dude to come in with the yes, y'all, don't stop, party, rock, won't rock. And then another dude, all my ladies, come on. Oh, the ladies in the house. That was another dude. And then say, ho, that was another dude, right? So now when you call it hip hop, it comes with these tools. So they never gave the dudes props that made hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Because they were rappers. But collectively, they made hip hop. So you couldn't do one of them separate. You had to do all of them in order to rock the party, because all those dudes wasn't in every party. Them dudes was in separate parties. There was now you see the Jamaican people, they popping up. So there were parties going on everywhere. So all of those sayings wasn't in the same party. You get it? So wasn't yes, y'all. They wasn't hanging out together. They only hung out together out here when it didn't have a face to it.
Okay, well you make me now you making me wonder on the west side of things. How was all of that being created and coming together. As you're talking about, this is before like the actual records really hit nationwide. You were there. And like you were saying, I think it's what's it called, the LA All Stars, what you call them, Army, all the names. Yeah. I hear these stories about, they would have, these parties, like I want to say world class.
Yeah. No. At the end of the day, it definitely was a split between the city, and that split between the city still reigns to this day. And then people be like, "Wow, I never thought of it like that."
Yeah.
They be like, "Yeah, the city is split. Like, you can either come in on Ice-T side or Dr. Dre side. There is no other side."
Oh.
Either you Roger Clayton or you Alonzo Williams. There is no mixing the two. There is no there's been 3 people that have successfully jumped ship. You know what I'm saying? And that would be King T. King T started out with Ice-T, but ultimately signed to Aftermath, right? So that would mean that cross. So Eazy-E was the only one that went from Dre's side to Ice-T side successfully, because he did Homeboy Radio or whatever radio show, the radio show. He did with Julio G, and Julio G goes with Ice-T and Evil-E and Tony G and all those. That's that side. So if you notice, when Eazy went over there, he was vacant to Compton and anything. Because now there were other people coming up at that time. So now Eric is over here, and then you got Snoop Dogg, you got Long Beach, you got all these different things start sprouting up. You know what I'm saying? Back in them days. So it was.
Okay, so we talking about like early 90s, okay.
So
it was. This is what Ice-T had the rap syndicate.
Right. There's definitely a split because, but it's a healthy. Like I was telling everybody. I just told you today. It was a healthy camaraderie. It was a healthy camaraderie, and we knew our op. We knew him. So like I told you earlier, it's better to know your enemy and get along with them rather than not know them and then it just go all crazy. See, it goes all the way back to the Roger Clayton day when Roger Clayton had the ball. Roger Clayton had the big ball. Roger Clayton had the Coliseum sports arena. That's what them parties you talking about.
Yeah, I was like, I hear stories about it.
This is the biggest shit of all time. This is nothing else. This is the sports arena, bro. This is where tennis matches happen at. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't the big place, but but Roger Clayton, rest in peace, good guy. I saw him all the way till he passed, and he had the ball, and if you look at those old prints and the movies, he was that club promoter. He was that no nonsense, nah. He was the voice. He was the reason that everything happened. So then you know how movies go. It's another dude on the other side of town. He got it on lock.
Right.
His name is Alonzo Williams. Alonzo Williams got the penthouse. Penthouse, little bitty place, but guess what? The people that deal with that area is not gonna go to Word on Wheels. Word on Wheels is over where Uncle Jam's Army and where they flourish. So now on this side of town, Lonzo had doodles. Grand Rising from Oakland. Now I'm gonna read some of them, but they're going over my face, so I can't see it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm paying so much attention.
No, I'm reading some of the stuff. So Alonzo had doodles. So then Roger Clayton had, like, come on, man, like all the best shit. So Roger Clayton, my nigga Daryl Pierce, they had the connections with the New York people. So now you got to know
Oh,
LL Cool
oh,
J and all that is starting to pop, right? So this is
right.
how Bobcat ended up with LL Cool J, because Bobcat was with the Ice-T side,
Oh,
and the LA
okay.
Posse, Ice-T, Daryl Pierce, are all in that on that side. So this is how Run DMC, everybody fell in. They fell in on Roger Clayton's side, and Roger and Lonzo had to be like the pitch dude, and sometimes they would do that promoter shit. You know what I'm saying? That
Oh,
no, you can't have
okay.
anybody perform in a couple months between. So he would kind of shit on Lonzo, right? Which it was that he
Okay.
was supposed to shit on Lonzo, right? Right? He was supposed to shit on Lonzo, because if he didn't shit on Lonzo, then Skateland wouldn't have been made, because the guys couldn't go to the guys on over there. Man, Skateland is right next to Pyru Street. Like there is a street called Pyru, right?
Yeah.
Dudo's is right next to it. Skateland right next to that. So this
And
is in
this is in
Compton,
Compton?
and most of
Okay.
the
West
stuff of
side?
Roger Clayton stuff was in Los Angeles. So
Okay.
this will make Ice-T a household name in Los Angeles, and he run it
Los
the way
Angeles.
he wanted to run it, just like Lonzo ran his the way he wanted to run it. So we got the same
Okay.
kind of guy on our side. Lonzo. I joke on Lonzo because he stutters. And then he's like, nah, we ain't gonna be doing all that stuff now. He like the dress shoes and a sweatsuit. Like he wears a sweatsuit and dress shoes. That's if I was drawing his,
Yes, sir.
if I was drawing his thing, and very responsible. I mean, goddamn. I mean, I got signed to a record deal when I was 15 years old with Lonzo. We got signed to CBS,
Wow.
and with Lonzo, Jerry Heller. I was in high school with a real record deal. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with
Holy
Lonzo.
shit.
So now Lonzo got turned off the lights, right? Ooh, we
Right?
don't hear nothing from that side. We don't hear nothing from the side. You know what I'm saying? Then
Okay.
uh uh Tone Loc, boom. Cause Tone Loc really wasn't on Icy side, but Tone Loc wasn't with Lonzo. So most people would think
Okay.
people was with the LA Posse and dealing with Roger Clayton, but they just had to plug. You would check in with them. You know what I'm saying? That's how it happened. So then we start trickling. They start trickling down into Skateland. The first people. It was Run DMC, LL Cool J, Salt and Pepper, Public Enemy, and then those were like the first people that came to Compton. You know what I'm saying? And then
Okay.
after that, it started, you know what I'm saying? It started really making a situation in Los Angeles, because Roger Clayton had the Casa Camino Real. He had all these other clubs. Man, we go to all the way down Crenshaw, all this stuff. So, but now Dr. Dre and them got a song on the radio. So that changed everything. So then Dr. Dre do Surgery.
Okay. Okay.
7 days. So Dre, they banging on them in
Right?
retrospect. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like
Okay.
they got Egyptian Lover. They
Yeah.
got Rodney Yo and Joe Cooley. So that's
Man.
you see. So you'll never see Divine Style and the Dog Pound together. You'll never see
Okay.
Ice-T and Dash together. You'll never see
Okay.
Everlast and Nate Dogg together. But you get what I'm saying. So you start seeing like there's a
Yes,
reason
sir.
like they don't fuck with each other. Because at first we were getting shitted on by the Roger Clayton side. So
Right.
for us to come up and nobody know about the funk is because we knew we didn't have no problem. We just wanted to do music, but they wanted to be proud
Yeah.
and keep their thing. to keep it going, but it had to happen. This is one of
But
the beautiful stories of young people just in the streets. Nobody died. You know what I'm saying? Nobody
yeah,
got murdered. Nobody died.
yes. And what you're saying that, today marks the whatever fucked up anniversary of the passing of Christopher Wallace,
Right.
Notorious B.I.G. That just popped in my mind. You
Right.
saying that,
It's
man.
letting it, we letting it, I'm letting it be known it's over because of my heroes. So most likely, why did Jinx do a Ice-T and not an Ice Cube? You know what I'm saying? Because Ice-T is another story. You know what I'm saying? Like Cube can be people's hero. We got it. Very successful businessman. Do what do. But I'm doing something else. I was there. I was on the thing. I know him.
Yes, sir.
I know the whole family. I know people. Not Coco in the new world, but the niggas, the grimy niggas. You know him. You know the Evils and all the other guys. And
When
I and
when he was with his first
right with
wife and all that,
Darlene and stuff. So right,
Rhyme
right, right.
pays.
So when I hang around, I walked up there with a hope and a prayer. And one of the dudes, he all iced up, white, iced up, no pun intended. He's all white beard, and I ain't seen these guys in years. And back like when we used to do the water in the bush and all the clubs that Ice-T was doing for the African Islam, and that the stuff that Ice-T did the same club that Jimmy Kimmel was in. So the show they
Okay.
shoot Jimmy
Wow.
Kimmel in, that used to be called Water the Bush.
Yeah. That's right on. Was it right
Right.
on
That
Hollywood
was Water
Boulevard
the
or whatever
Bush.
it is?
That was
Yeah.
Ice-T in them club back in the day. So he was bridging the
Wow.
gaps then. Ice-T brought Zulu Nation out here. Ice-T brought another security that could help other rappers kind of get away from the street rap, the street situations. So for a minute, Zulu Nation really kept a hold on what kind of entertainment and what happened out of that area and at that club. And nothing happened. It was a bunch of
Okay.
ass whoopers in front of that motherfucker. But nobody died, nobody nothing, because it wasn't the time. But the dope thing is, I told Ice, I was like, yo, nigga, we was partying right down the street. Who would have thought, if a person would have walked up to me and say, hey, Ice-T, yeah, man, you gonna have a star down the street. He'll probably sock you, like you trying to play me. He said,
I mean,
only
that's
star,
what 30 years
he'll
ago.
probably tell him only stars I have on here is bitches, man. Like he'll probably go into some pimp shit. Like all these bitches is stars to me, But yeah, but that's the whole thing of the heroes idea. And I got more people, my other homeboy out of Chicago, and a couple of people. I'm gonna drop it. I don't know if I'm gonna do like a challenge type thing, but the song and the title is so powerful. Is that you don't have to be negative when you speak about,
Absolutely not. And I mean, you just played the instrumental for us, a couple minutes ago, man. Just the instrumental
I mean,
alone
you
is
got to look at it,
timeless.
man. At the end of the day, Superman, he act, 5 o'clock shadow, watching TV. Where does he go? Do you give a fuck? You know what I'm saying? Do anybody give a fuck? Where Superman and Batman and all these guys, do anybody really
Well,
give a fuck? Do they sleep or what's gonna happen? Are they gonna age? I saw Superman the other day. His outfit was saggy. I didn't even want to tell him. I didn't need his help though. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I needed his help, I would have been
right.
concerned. But due to the fact
Okay.
I didn't need his help, I thought he needed some help. I swear to God, it was like a Superman on Hollywood Boulevard, and it's just so powerful that he can actually save you from getting jumped by Spider-Man on Hollywood Boulevard. But at the end of the day, I see something here. Like, just because he's saggy and you throw him that money in the cup, you helping out a hero. Because that hero is a little kid is going to see him and really think that's fucking Superman. And you're not. You're not going to wear a Superman outfit. So why don't you pay the nigga that's wearing the Superman outfit? Make him look like it. Make him take care of it.
Well, I want to say this I want to say this to your point about, and I'm going to say this especially with this being Hip hop 50 years. You know, speaking of heroes, yeah, this is absolutely the year that we better